So I was talking to a friend today. We were talking about meaning, purpose, meaning for life, meaning for ourselves, purpose for ourselves, what our path is, etc. And I actually do like looking for the whys and the reasons and the purpose and the meaning and everything. I dig for that kind of stuff. But it's really interesting because I think it means something different to everybody, and that's actually okay. So for some people, I should say, I think the issue with meaning and purpose comes when people put so much pressure on themselves to have some all consuming giant purpose destiny in life. It's not always about that. First of all, not everybody is born with a specific purpose, or at least that we know of, I should say. Some people are born with that understanding of like, this is what I'm here to do. Not everybody's born with that knowing, or at least they're not aware of it, we should say. So the pressure comes when they feel like they have to have this giant, big destiny, this big purpose. Whereas maybe instead of it being something you're born with, it's something you create, it's something you choose. Maybe it's about, a friend of mine was saying she thinks it's a lot about finding your why. And that's where you actually dig and figure out why you do the things you do. What really inspires you? What motivates you? What it could be, and we've talked about purpose and whatnot before, but it could even be the fact that you've dealt with um, food insecurity. Let's put that one out there. If you've dealt with that, so maybe for you, you're passionate about making sure no one else goes through that. So it becomes your purpose. It could be that, so for me, I just like to focus on sharing the beauty in the world. I want people to see the beauty and magic in the world more. And that can take the form of many different things. It could be art, it could be videos, it could be the nonprofit, it could be all kinds of different things. So when we dig into why we do what we do, what we are inspired to do as well, what kind of things you would do if you never even got paid for it, it kind of gives you more of that path towards your purpose. But we were discussing this, and the reason I bring it up is because I think people put so much pressure, and I was one of those. I did a lot of that. I put a lot of pressure on myself, or it needs to be this big, all consuming thing. It doesn't. It may be that your purpose is just to show some kindness to people. And that could be as simple as saying hi to people when you're out and about. It could be that you give a kid a chocolate bar and that actually changes his life by that little tiny ripple. You don't know what the purpose is going to be, but we don't need to put so much pressure on it being this big, grandiose thing or knowing exactly what it is or where we're going. Just you want to look at the whys. And what do you want your purpose to be? You get to choose it. So why not look at that as well? Just a random thought that came up because I was talking to someone today and it made me think about how much pressure people put on themselves. So I thought I'd talk about that. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.